If you've been on this channel for a while, you know my ass loves Sonic. And since Sonic X Shadow Generations is coming out, I figured now's a good time to ride the algorithm and do something Sonic related, like ranking every single game. Sonic 1. This is like the start of it all. It's kind of just nice though. Like Sonic 1 is great, and then you get to Marble Zone and it's like, ooh, brother, what is that? Ooh. Sonic 1 8-bit. Sonic Eraser. I've heard songs, but I didn't play the game, so I'm not gonna let the soundtrack speak for it, but it's definitely a soundtrack. Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. Well, we just got every fucking game here. I said every game, but I didn't actually think every game. Sonic 2 8-bit version. This one's nice. It's better than Sonic 1 8-bit, but it's just nice. Now Sonic 2 is where we finally get our first pog. Look, I love Sonic 2. It's the Sonic game. Even though Sonic 1 came out first, Sonic 2 is the Sonic game. You get Tails, you get the spin dash, you get the fucking amazing soundtrack, you get the speedrun strats, Super Sonic. It's where a lot of shit started. That shit's pog. That shit's pog. What the fuck is this? I have never played that. I can't even read what that says. Oh, this is the arcade game. Of course I never fucking played that. I don't even think I was born when that shit came out. Sonic CD. A lot of people are gonna really disagree with me on this one.
A win is a win.
The soundtrack for the European is incredible, unbeatable. The soundtrack for the US version is okay, but the gameplay. I spent most of my time playing the original Sonic CD, not the new remake that fixed the spin dash. No, the original with the shitty spin dash, and I love CD to death. I think it's so good. Sonic Chaos. Never played that one. I'll be real with you, I never touched Sonic Chaos. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine 8-bit version I didn't play, but I did play the original. It's okay. Sonic Spinball. But it's not dog shit though. I think there's a perfectly playable and serviceable game there. It's just kind of ill. Sonic 3. That's pog. I think it's my favorite of the trilogy. That's the most lukewarm take ever. But to me, it still loses to Sonic CD. That's the hot take. Sonic Drift I played on Sonic Mega Collection. I give it an eh. As far as racers go, it's okay. But there's nothing that like makes me identify as Sonic. Didn't play the 8-bit version. I have a feeling it'd kind of be worse. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's really fucking long. It's just nice. I think Sonic 3 alone is great. The full package to me is too long. What makes it eh is actually Sonic and Knuckles. I don't like Sonic and Knuckles. I'm sorry. The first zone's great. Then you get the flying battery, and then it's like a nosedive for me. It just straight fucking goes down. Sandopolis sucks. I hate Lava Reef Zone. I'm just not a fan of the direction that took. So, like, as you can see here, it's just a straight horizontal. Like, Sonic 3 alone, pog. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it's nice. Sonic and Knuckles is fucking eh. I don't like it. Sonic Triple Trouble. I never played this one. Knuckles Chaotix. I played a little bit of this. It's eh. I don't know what that is. Is that the sequel to Sonic? Oh, that's Sonic Drift 2, right? It's still eh. The two Tails games I've never played, but they look kind of painful. Sonic Labyrinth I played. Never again will I ever play that. Eggman took the J's and now Sonic doesn't want to run any. Sonic the Fighters is nice. I fuck with fighters. If they kept it going and made another Fighters, I think Sonic would thrive. Well, not thrive, but I think Sonic could stand to use a fucking fighting game. Yeah, both of these go into ill. Sonic R. Truly. Sonic does not belong in a car, so a racing game where Sonic and friends are just on foot, smart decision. Sonic Adventure, this is the original. This is DX'd later on this list. If they were separate, Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast gets a pog. Sonic Adventure DX gets a fucking eh or ew. Yeah, no, Adventure is great. I love Adventure. I downloaded it on Steam and modded the fuck out of it to make it look like the Dreamcast version and play like the Dreamcast version. The soundtrack is so incredible. I have a newfound appreciation for that soundtrack. There's a reason why people every time go back to Sonic Adventure when they want like the essential Sonic 3D experience. Sonic Adventure Pocket Edition, yeah, I never played that. I've also never played Shuffle, but I heard it's painful. Sonic Adventure 2 is fucking god tier. That is one, if not my favorite Sonic game. It just, not only does it have nostalgia, but then when I take the nostalgia glasses off, it just, oh my god, it's so good. The music is 100 times better. To me, the music is 100 times better. I like the action stages a lot more. I really don't mind the Tails and Eggman stages. I really do like the treasure hunting stages. I think Sonic Adventure 2 is like, it's god tier. Like, it's that story, that feeling, the gameplay. It's just, it hits so many notes correctly, and it's like, whenever I want to sit down and play a Sonic game, it's either this or Unleashed. That's like about it. Sonic Advanced 1, I don't know. It's the slowest Advanced game, and for that I'm not really a fan of it. But it's pretty good. Like, it's okay. It's not nice though. Sonic Advanced 2 is Pog. Look, I fuck with the Advanced series, but I fuck the most with Advanced 2. That sense of speed, the after images is cool as fuck, first of all. You're not even gonna lie to me. The stages are cool, the aesthetic is cool, just, it's so good. And it, like, even though Sky Canyon, I think that's the name of the stage, fucking sucks dog shit, all the other stages are great. It's so good, and I recommend you play it. You emulate it or you buy it off eBay. Scouts. Sonic Pinball Party I never played. Sonic Battle I played for a little bit, and it's Sonic had a great fighting game with fighters, and then they were like, yeah, so let's do that on the Game Boy Advance with a really shitty 2D, 3D camera angle, which makes it really hard to hit people or know where you are in terms of people. It just wasn't for me. I was messing with it. Sonic Heroes earns a Pog from me. I love Sonic Heroes. We got the Shadow footage, like yesterday or the day before yesterday, and we saw Rail Canyon, and I don't know, I just fucking ascended out of my chair. Sonic Advance 3 used to be like my sleeper pick, and now it's kind of just ew. I don't fuck with it that much anymore, and it's because I saw the light. Because it controls like Advance 2 with a little bit of ice under your feet. It's got Sonic Advance 1 level design, so design that's meant for you to take it slow, and you are not slow at all. Plus level design, Dimp's level design with fucking crushers everywhere and spikes everywhere and enemies in shit places. This is like the worst it gets in the Dimp's game. Sonic Jump is nice. Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't know. I think Shadow controls just fine. I've never had an issue with Shadow and the way he controls. I think the gunplay is great, but you know, for what it is, it's serviceable. But the problem lies in like repetition and tediousness, and you have multiple missions, but the most fun thing to do in that game is just do the neutral path. But if you want the true ending to that game, you have to play the game like fucking 800 times. If I'm being realistic, it gets If I'm blinded by nostalgia and my love for the series, and I got Sonic's cock in my mouth, it's gonna go in a nice, but for now we're just going This is a debate I've had with myself. I don't know which one I like more, Rush or Rush Adventure. Both soundtracks are solid as fuck. I can't choose which one I like more. I think the soundtracks are great. But in terms of stages, Sonic Rush gets a nice I'm just gonna do it now. Sonic Rush Adventure gets a fucking Pog. I didn't hate the sea machinery sections. Like, I didn't hate those sections. I liked the jet ski. The Submarine was a rhythm game, which that song was busting as fuck. The one I wasn't really a fan of was the boat. Sonic Riders is nice. Alright, Sonic 06 is kind of actually, I think Sonic 06 is ew. I was letting my love for what Sonic 06 has blind me from what it actually is. But there's nothing outright in this game that I'm like, yes, I'm playing 06. You know what I mean? Except for the glitches. Sonic Rivals is I don't know, Sonic Rivals just, it doesn't, like, I literally was just moaning over Sonic needs more racing games where they're on foot, and they gave us Rivals, and it's just like the battle thing, and I'm just like, okay, you gave me what I wanted, but you didn't do it right. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Alright, you're probably gonna disagree with me on this one. I think Secret Rings is great. The Olympic games, I'm assuming this is the DS version. The DS version is ew. I don't like the DS version. The Wii game, however, it gets a eh. I don't know, when I played it on my channel, I was like, oh, this is like nostalgic. But that's all it is. Oh man, it is rough around some edges. Rivals 2 is the same. It's just eh. It's just Rivals 1 with slightly better mechanics. Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. Do I like it more than Riders? I think I like it just about the same. It's slightly better, but it's still Riders. I didn't play this one. I didn't even know it released. And I think they took it down, right? So I don't think I'll ever get to play it. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. It's our first dog water game. I was gonna say, they made the distinction of the Wii version of Unleashed and the PS3 version of Unleashed, but didn't give us Adventure DX or Adventure 2 Battle. But I was like, it's whatever, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to be here all day. Yeah, the Wii version's nice. Can I flex on you for just a second? I have every single version of Unleashed known to man. This is the PS3 version. It's empty because it's actually in my PlayStation 3 back there. I think you can, yeah, you can see it. It's right there. I own every version ever created. Not the mobile version. I don't know where the fuck to get that. I mean, I keep seeing them at game stores. I'm like, dude, I want to play this. And I saw it at the game store. I was like, dude, I want to play this. I saw this at the game store. I was like, I want to play this. But yeah, speaking of Unleashed, God tier. This version is God tier. Fucking love Sonic Unleashed so much. If you've been on my channel, you know. Sonic Unleashed and Adventure 2, those are my games. Those two have gotten me through times I didn't think it was possible to get me through. God, I'm about to fucking glaze hard, I'm not gonna lie. Sonic Unleashed music, incredible. Sonic Unleashed story, not the craziest thing ever, but so good. That opening cutscene and the gameplay. Look, I know everyone hates the Warhog, and that's okay. But I kinda fucks with it. I fuck with the daytime stages. You can upgrade Sonic's speed. You can upgrade like his boost. You can upgrade his combat for the nighttime stages, and I love the world too, like it's a Pixar movie and the different countries you go to, and Chip, I like Chip. It's just all so good, and it comes in one great package that I just love so much, and I recommend you play it. I recommend you play because it is damn near the best Sonic game. Sonic and the Black Knight earns a Pog. It controls leagues ahead of Secret Rings. And for that alone, it's better. I think the characterization for Sonic in that game, peak. Didn't play the DS version. The Wii version, just like the other one, gets an eh because I'm not really into the Olympic Games like that. The DS version's ew. I don't like the DS version. The DS version butchers what really amazing things that console version has, and for that reason, it gets a nice. I will say, if Sonic had to be in a car, it's either this or Transformed. We don't fuck with Team Sonic Racing, high-key. We don't fuck with it. It's also nice to see, like, other Sega characters. Like, this game introduced me to, like, Space Channel 5 and Samba de Amigo and Super Monkey Ball. Sonic 4, dog. Oh, Sonic Freeriders? Oh, dude. Oh. I put it in new. I'll put it new. I don't think it's dog shit though. I think the controls really hold it back. But like if I was able to play it in my cramped ass room at the time and still find some level of enjoyment, then I guess the game's doing something right. Plus, I'm a soundtrack whore, and Sonic Freeriders is a really good soundtrack. Sonic Colors DS. Some might say this is the best Rush game, and I agree. It gets nice. I still like Adventure more. Sonic Colors Wii is also nice. I don't know, I used to carry a lot of hate towards this game, mostly because it was the start of an era I wasn't a fan of in Sonic, but I went back and played the original, and I really appreciate it. Plus, I remember how excited I was on Christmas Day when like I woke up and I saw like a red light under my TV. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was a Wii. Next to it was Sonic Colors, and I nearly fainted. This one I played a little bit of. It's still eh. Both of these games are still eh. I'm not a fan of the Olympic Games. Sonic Generations 3DS is nice. The fight against Time Eater is so much better. Generations is a pog. I think Generations is great. It's super short. I beat it the day I got it. There's just a lot of love and appreciation for Sonic in this version. It's so good. Like, I could play Generations right now. And the fact that we're getting Sonic X Shadow Generations, I am very happy that I'm going to be able to pick up my PS5 controller and just fucking play Generations. Sonic 4 Episode 2 also gets a nice. That's all I can say. The music's leagues better. The controls are leagues better. I think the buddy system in that game isn't that bad. This is the game that was like, oh, Episode 2. Wow, this is great. I hope there's an Episode 3. Right when I like something, you know. Nip, no more of that. Transformed on the 3DS. I feel the same about this as the DS version of the first game, but this gets a pog from me. But the courses are cooler. The fucking transform mechanic, like the plane, the boat, oh, it's so cool. And the fact that the changes in the stage happen mid-race is cool. Like, oh, they did such a good job. That is the quintessential, like, if Sonic has to be in a car, it's this game. Sonic Dash. I'm not really a fan of Sonic's mobile games. In fact, we'll get all those out the way. Sonic Boom 2 or Sonic Boom 2 or Sonic Dash 2 is just Sonic Dash. Sonic Runners. Okay. All right, we're not gonna sleep on Sonic Runners. All right, Sonic Runners is great. I love it. Any other mobile games Sonic got here? Oh, Speed Battle. Yeah, I haven't even played this one. I refuse. I fucking refuse. Sonic Runners, like the new version, it actually is lesser than the original Runners, and for that, it goes down there. Okay, Sonic Lost World on the 3DS gets an eh, because it's great for like the first zone or two, and then it just fucking nosedives. They did not cook with this one. I love a lot about that game in the first 20 minutes. Sonic Lost World on the Wii U. Alright, please hear me out. I'm sorry, okay?
No,
I'm sorry. It introduces a lot of ideas that I like the parkour system, the music I really like, and it's a good vibe of a game. I fuck with it a lot, and I hate, like, I see why it gets the hate it gets, because it's just Sonic Galaxy, but at the same time, it makes me smile, so it gets a pog. Sonic Jump Fever. I knew I missed a fucking. I think it's the fucking same as the first Sonic Jump, honestly. So was that? Eh? Oh, this is the Souchy one. Still didn't like it. In fact, you know what? We're gonna get these out of the way. The Rio games. Didn't play the 3DS version. I played a little bit of the Wii U version, so it gets eh. I didn't play this version, and I never will, because I refuse to waste money on that. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyrics. Alright, it's dog. Gotta say, it's fucking dog. And you know what? Even though these games are solid games, they're still dog. I had a lot of hope for Rise of Lyric. I was very sad. I was very fucking sad, I'm not gonna lie. Sonic Mania is a nice little It leans a little too much into the nostalgia. So, like, the original stages are my favorites. Those are the ones I visit. I always visit Studiopolis. You can't get me away from Mirage Saloon. Oh my god. Press Garden. Mwah. Oh my god, it's so good. Titanic Monarch is annoying as fuck, as it should be for a final stage. So, the original shit's great. Why didn't they just make more original shit? Sonic Forces is ew. It's a nothing game, but this nothing game is boring as fuck. So, Team Sonic Racing, it's eh. After all that hype, the soundtrack is the best part. Sonic Colors Ultimate is dog shit. I don't understand how Sega in 2020, whatever the fuck it was, saw the state that game was in and was like, ship it out. This is the Roblox game, right? I did not play that. You must be out your fucking mind. You think I'm playing Roblox. Sonic Frontiers earns a pog. I think Frontiers is great, especially as the updates kept going and Sonic's movement was kind of like fixed more and more. It definitely earns higher marks because the mods I have on it that also fixes movement, but without it, like, I was playing on PS5 and it's just as fun. I was having a great time. Plus, you cannot beat Undefeatable. That first boss, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, is nice. A little palate cleanser that got me excited for the future. Sonic Superstars. We know my feelings about Sonic Superstars. Sonic Dream Team is pog. If Sonic and friends control how they did in Dream Team in a fully fledged, like, game, like, we're so back. The music's eh, but for what it is, which is a mobile game, it is fucking pog. Last but not least, there's this one, which is dog shit. We all know Genesis, bro. We already know what happened here. These are my Sonic rankings. Do you agree with them? You probably don't. Tell me why you don't agree with them. Tell me what you think is God tier. Also, tell me your dog shits. And if you put Unleashed or Adventure 2 in your dog shits, why are you still on this earth?